Hi everyone, welcome to Hauler Time. My name is Amy and today we have got a Yum Yum box unboxing review experience. But before I get started with that, I told you I'd wear this outfit or I'd keep it on for this video so that I could show you it with the belt. So the belt is a 2X. It does, I don't think I said this when I hauled the belt, but it's available in sizes small to 2X. And I don't know which size I should go down to. I don't think it works right for this dress regardless of what size it is. But I do think I will want a belt like this. But I'm not sure now what size to go down to, because on the women's side, I wear 2X in pants. So that's why I got 2X or XXL, I should say. But I guess you always want a belt to be a little smaller. I don't know. And since this one, there's no adjusting. It is what it is. But it is, so I don't know. I don't know if I could get away with a large or not. I guess I should look and see if they've got measurements. Maybe that would help me. But anyway, that was how that worked out, which it didn't. So these are going back. All right. So I've got a plate, got some water, and a knife, paper towels. I do not know what country this is, but we will learn that together. But the idea with the Universal Yums box is that you get snacks from a particular country from around the world. Now, sometimes they will combine countries. So we had Scandinavia one time, which was like Estonia and 2 other places. And at Christmas time, they did kind of an around the world, but usually it's one country. And I have to say that usually the Asian countries have the best experience. Although the Czech Republic was pretty awesome. But the countries like Germany and France, which I thought I would really like, they weren't so great. But one thing I do like about them is they usually have a pretty good mix of sweet and savory items. And they usually have a good mix within those. So it's not all potato puffs or potato chips. You know, it's like there's usually but it varies sometimes. But in any event, we love getting this box. So after I haul it with you guys, then my family will go through the same thing together this evening after dinner. And everybody gets, a bite, and we taste it at the same time. We, say if we like it or not. We vote, 1 being terrible, 5 being awesome. And when I do it with you guys, I usually give myself points in the middle, so like 0.25 and stuff. But when we're doing it with them, it's just straight 1 through 5. But they all seem to really like it. So if you've got a family, that would be a great family building exercise or, activity for you. But these would also be great, school's getting ready to start again. Kids are going off to college. This would be a great gift box to send to your college student. And you could even, they do have subscriptions. That's what this has. And I've got the information below. They have 3 different levels. This is the medium level. The bigger level usually includes more items, obviously, but also a drink usually, like a can of something. And then the smaller one just has less items. But this would be a great gift box for your college student if you have one. But it's also great for single people because this could be your snacks for a month, right? Or a half a month or overnight. I would probably easily be able to eat this whole box overnight. So anyway, yay! All right, so we are going to Thailand. So let me do a maybe this would be better. You get a little book. So we'll do our thumbnail for this. So Thailand, awesome. So you get this card, you know, it tells you a little bit about Thailand. And then back here is the scoreboard, which is where we do hash marks. And then we see what item we like the best, what item was the grossest, what was the strangest, that kind of thing. And they also always give you a booklet, which I will, you know, it has the information about each of these products, which I will read the description. There's also always a recipe in the book in case you want to try making something yourself. And there's just other history things in here. So there's always a trivia page. So just some great information. And then they've got the nutritional facts in the back. And then you always get stickers because when you get your first box, you will get a passport. And so you get your passport stamp, the flag, the flower, and then these are usually what you can assign to whatever your, you know, who won the trivia. So there's always a trivia winner sticker. I don't ever use those. And then there's usually a pickiest eater sticker and a clue. I don't know what that one's supposed to be, but anyway, so I always come in here. We've done the Czech Republic, Germany, Scandinavia, around the world, France. Oh, the Baltics, that was the one that had Estonia. So those of you that were screaming at the screen that Estonia is not in Scandinavia, because that would be Norway and Denmark and Finland, maybe. That's terrible. Those of us, so I shouldn't speak for all Americans, but a lot of us Americans are not as well versed in geography as those of you around the world. So anyway, so let me put in my Thailand stamp. I think I've got 2 more boxes. They come once a month, but I get behind, and so I think I've got 2 more boxes upstairs that I need to do. And I'm going to put my little flag sticker on here. And then I think once you fill up your book, they will send you another one. I don't know if they do that automatically because they know they've sent you enough to fill it up, or if you have to request one. But then, and then the flower. So we've got our stamp and our flag, and then we put the flower on the back. So you're building a garden. And yes, I am 48 years old, and I still think it's fun to do the stickers. So, all right. So, oh no. Just saw what one of the items was, and this is going to be trouble. Okay, where can I put this? Oh dear. Well, so that's the other thing. I don't typically pause. I used to, on the device I used to film on, I could pause. I can't pause on this device. And if it was taking me a long time to swallow something, I would pause, but I am not doing that now. Oh, dang it. So it's the first one. I'm afraid this is going to ruin my taste buds for the rest. All right. Well, I like to go in the order that they have in the book. Let me just make sure this really is the first item. Yeah, it is. So we've got Tasto Devil Emperor Chili Potato Chips. There's no better way to experience spicy Thai cuisine than by trying it. Well, I could just look at it. That would be better. These chips pack the heat. And it's not just the chips that are spicy. There's dried chilies inside the bag too. Oh, okay. And it says those are edible but extremely spicy. I am not. I like you guys, but I don't like you guys that much. I will try the chip, and that's as far, but let me get my water bottle open first. I don't like spicy, you guys. There was a period of time when I was in college where I tried to develop a taste for spicy things, and I just couldn't. Ugh. Okay, I'll show you the chili. So this is filled like an American bag with mostly air. I do have a daughter that likes spicy things. We'll have to see if she's willing to try it. But here's that part. Okay, I'm just taking a little one, you guys. I really can't handle heat. So here we go. It's your typical ruffle style potato chip. Should have brought milk down. Okay, when I first started chewing that, I was like, this isn't so bad. But there was a point in time where it was almost like it shot out hot liquid to the back of my throat and got all in here. And it wasn't slow. Like, you know, some heat builds slowly. This was not. This was after you get the first bites, it's bam. Okay. Let's do a let's do a review. So the crunch factor is great. If you like spicy things, you will love this because it is spicy. And I can't even imagine what the pepper part is like. But what kind of pepper is this? Does it say? Or is Emperor chili, is that a specific kind of pepper? Probably. Yep, dried Emperor chili. Okay, well, I wonder where that's at on the Scoville. Actually, let's look that up. Can we look that up? Emperor chili Scoville. Emperor chili Scoville rating. It's taking me to a picture, so I'm trying to make the picture bigger. Okay, where is it? It's not on this one? Well, awesome. Emperor chili Scoville rating, go. Okay, maybe this picture is better. Holy cow, I didn't realize there were so many peppers. So it's taking me a minute to try to find. Now, if I get another one that didn't have that on here either, that is going to be annoying for all of us. Okay, I'm not seeing it on here. So is it a real thing? It keeps telling me. Okay, the yellow Emperor chili, also known as the Hainan Yellow Lantern Chili has a Scoville rating of 300,000 SHU. This chili is a member of the capsicum chinense species and grows predominantly in China. So it is it's in the borderline extra hot to extremely hot. For comparison, a jalapeno pepper has a heat score of 8,000. So this is 300,000. So, okay. Wow. All right, what is next? Hopefully something better than that. Oh, that is a 1 on my score. Okay, next we are getting, let me find it. Glendy coconut chips chocolate flavor. Coconut chips with chocolatey goodness. Breakfast in Thailand, a sticky rice porridge cooked in coconut cream. Lunch, a spicy chicken soup made with coconut milk. Dinner, a green curry made with coconut milk and hot green chilies. To put it simply, coconuts are a common part of meals in Thailand. Given the versatility of coconut, it's no surprise that it's a common snack ingredient as well. A cocoa-dusted, nicely crunchy, subtly sweet snack at that. Okay. I like coconut. I like chocolate. My mouth is not on fire anymore. Okay. So it looks like this, which you can't really see. I think these look like coconut shavings that you can get at the Dollar Tree. So they're just little, and you can get these like at Sam's Club and stuff. So, okay, let's try. This is excellent. You definitely can taste the coconut, and you're definitely getting like they said it was dusted in cocoa, so you're definitely getting that cocoa. It's not a sweet cocoa, which helps balance the sweet coconut. Has a good crunch, and the cocoa gets creamy once it's in your mouth. All right, so I give that a 4 just because I don't know what's still coming, so I need to leave room above and below. Why was I saying that Asian options were better? What does that look like? Okay. Grilled seaweed roll. Did I say seaweed roll? Seaweed roll. Big roll, grilled seaweed barbecue style. Super crunchy with a sweet barbecue zing. And I'm going to put this down because I'm having a hard time just holding stuff. Everything about this yum is unexpected, including its origin story. The man behind it, Tab, was a teenager when he made his first million bahts, which is about $28,000, selling chestnuts on the street. A few years after his first success came another. Tab noticed his girlfriend eating plain dried seaweed and thought it could use an upgrade. He took that plain seaweed, infused it with classic Thai flavors, and the rest is history. Today, his company, Tao Kai Noi, makes billions of seaweed snacks in Thailand. This is the most iconic flavor, and he's become a millionaire many, many times over. Well, all right. Let's just see. I'll use some scissors just so I don't make a mess. I like seaweed. We'll see if I like barbecue seaweed. So it looks like that. I don't know how much is in here, so I'm just going to take half of this. I'll take this half, it's a little bigger. Okay, that's really good. You definitely get the seaweed flavor, but it does have that sweet barbecue like it says. Okay, that, I try to give more points to originality. So this I'm going to give a 4.25 because that was really good. And maybe my family won't like it and I get to eat the rest. All right. Next, sour punk spaghetti. Sour punk spaghetti. So it looks like your typical sour candy. Gummy strings in strawberry, apple, lemon, and blue raspberry. With fruits like limes and tamarind so prevalent across the country, it's only natural that locals would acquire a taste for sour flavors. And kids especially love a sour kick to their sweets. Hence these chewy, fruity gummy strings with super sour crystals. This fun treat combines two of Thailand's key flavors, sweet and sour, into lip-puckering candy that Thai kids and adults go crazy for. Okay, I like sour-coated candies like this, but my face doesn't always react well, depending on how sour it is. I should have brought down some Ziploc bags. Okay, so it comes in a little tray. So I'm going to get the plate because I imagine these crystals are going to want to go everywhere. All right, what flavor? Well, I like apple, so I'm going to pick out a green. I'm just going to do a piece of green. Okay, it's not punch you in your face sour, which is good. And the sour's all gone now, so it's a very light sour dusting. So it'd be great for those of you maybe that like sour, but not much. So they're showing it, eating it like spaghetti. Let me try one of the other. Let me try the blue raspberry. This one definitely tasted like green apple. So blue raspberry. It's not as good as the apple, but it has a more authentic raspberry flavor than you would find here in the States. I don't know why raspberry became blue raspberry. I don't know if it was just to differentiate it from the other berries, but a lot of blue raspberry candy here in the States tastes very artificial. This tasted very much like a raspberry. So now I'm kind of curious about the strawberry. Find a piece of that. So the blue raspberry was good. I don't like it as much as the apple, but if I were comparing different blue raspberry things, this would be really good. So here's the strawberry. Okay, this one's the most sour. Okay, this strawberry is a little bit more artificial. It tastes like if you ever get those hard strawberry candies that have the gel kind of in the center, that's kind of what this tastes like. Okay, so now I feel like I need to taste the lemon since that's the only one left. If you have dental work, though, it might get stuck in your teeth. All right, the lemon, which in my mind should be the most sour, right? It is. It definitely feels like a lemon concentrate kind of situation going on there. It was definitely the most sour, which you should expect. But overall, I'd say this is a pretty good sour gummy. But it's not really unique. We have these all over the place here, so I'm just going to give it a 3. All right. Next, we have Thai coconut rolls roasted sweet corn. All right. Crispy cookies with the flavor of Thai street corn. Coconut and corn might be unusual to some, but it's an iconic combination in Thailand. Bangkok's beloved street corn, khao pad yang, gets a slathering of fresh coconut milk before it's tossed on the grill. I'm not going to be pronouncing these right, but khao pad cluck is a sweet medley of corn kernels and shredded coconut that's enjoyed for dessert. These sweet and buttery corn coconut rolls bring the unique and prevalent Thai combination to life in cookie form. So I will say, we don't typically go out to eat Thai food because they use a lot of cilantro, and I'm one of those blessed with the cilantro soap gene. So we will always pick Chinese or Japanese over Taiwanese. No, that's totally different. My apologies. That's totally different. Taiwanese. Does Taiwanese food also use a lot of cilantro? No, we do have Thai restaurants, and we do have several Thai restaurants that also have Chinese. So we will order off the Chinese menu in those places. Okay, so these look like this. There's only 6 of them, and there's 6 in my family, so I'm just going to take, some of these are broken, as you can see, so I'm just going to take a piece of one of these that's broken. Okay. This tastes like a butter cookie. It's very crispy. I don't taste any corn. Well, okay. There's a hint of corn taste at the very end, but mostly it just tastes like a butter cookie. Now, I love butter cookies, so these, I like these, but that is, the corn flavor is very, very light. Now, I realize a lot of foods are made with high fructose corn syrup, which doesn't really have a corn flavor either. But yeah, the corn on that was too light, so I'm going to give that one a 3 also. Well, I'll give it a 3.25 because it is more unique than the sour candy was. Okay, but I feel like some of that stuck in my throat, so hang on. Okay. Next, green tea matcha cream coated cocoa biscuit sticks. Yay, I love. Okay, so these look like Pocky sticks. And matcha is my favorite flavor of Pocky sticks. crispy cookie sticks with a green tea coating. Matcha, while originally from Japan, has been enjoyed by Thai locals for so long that nobody remembers exactly when it made its Thai debut. The traditionally bitter flavor gets the Thai treatment with the addition of sweetened condensed milk, similar to the sweetness of Thai iced tea. These crispy cookie sticks give you a good idea of the iconic drink, but with an additional chocolatey twist. So my first experience with matcha was when Starbucks first launched it. I got a matcha frappuccino, and my first impression of it was gross. But I couldn't stop thinking about it, and then I started craving it, so I got it again, and I have been a fan ever since. And I was a big tea fan, and so I would buy matcha. So I would buy tea from David's Tea online, and if you bought you earn points. Well, whenever I earned enough for something free, I would get the high quality matcha. So anyway, it comes in a little thing like this. Hopefully there's more than 6 sticks, so I can have 2. One down, one later. Okay, there is good. There's 9. It's kind of random. But yeah, it looks just like a Pocky stick. Although the Pocky sticks are usually a lighter cookie. Oh, that's because the stick is chocolate in this case. So I think the regular Pocky sticks that have the regular cookie are better because you can taste more of the matcha. The matcha gets kind of almost outweighed by the chocolate. It's definitely not as strong. So that's good. I like it, but it's not as good as the Pocky sticks that we would get here, which I don't know where those are from. Or those are probably from Japan. So I'll give that one a 3.5. All right. Party sweet and spicy wheat snack. Here's what it looks like. There's a lot of air in here. Crunchy bites with a blend of sweet and spicy. Who needs a kitchen when you have street food? That's a serious question for many locals in Bangkok, where street food is so cheap and plentiful that many don't have a kitchen in their apartment. And a favorite option is fried sweet potatoes. Well, I would like that. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside, this delicacy has been a staple in the Thai food scene basically forever. Crunch into these sweet, garlicky, and peppery snacks for that classic street food flavor in every bite. All right. Where did I put the scissors? Yeah, that sweet potatoes, that sounds awesome. It's very hard. I find it very hard to find good sweet potato fries that aren't limp or that don't cool off super quick. Okay. I usually sneeze more than once, so. All right. So they look like this. That's really good. But what am I tasting? It's definitely sweet. I don't taste any spice. Or do I? Maybe it's now getting a little bit spicy, but not devil spicy. I really, really like that. But yeah, just, oh, well, it said it was garlicky, didn't it? So it doesn't taste, I don't know. I don't feel like I really taste the garlic. It tastes more sweet than not. But I can't stop eating them. That was really good. Now that I'm forgetting what I've rated things. I feel like these are my top 2 right now. I can't remember if I said this was a 4.25, but this would be, is this better than this? These might be tied for the moment. I have to see if I make a decision at the end. All right, next is high tempura seaweed chicken larb. Crunchy fried seaweed inspired by Thai meat salad. Oh boy. But see what I mean? You get such cool things in these boxes. All right. There's a lot to digest when it comes to this unique yum. First is the unique look and texture. Crispy strips of salty seaweed fried in an even crunchier tempura batter. Then the chicken larb flavor. This uniquely Thai delicacy is a salad of ground chicken tossed with salty fish sauce. Ugh. Sour lime juice and toasted rice powder for an extra crispy bite. All those incredible flavors and textures appear in this super unique, extra delicious chip. Well, we'll see. I don't really like fish unless it's like battered cod from Long John Silver's, which, although I would like to try. I would like to try fish and chips in England. It comes with a silica packet, so it's got a lot of air. So this reminds me of like a pork rind, texture-wise. Okay. Very, very crunchy. Okay. I don't even know what to compare that to. I don't think it does compare to anything. There is some heat. You almost can't taste the seaweed, though. You definitely taste the tempura batter way more. And it does have the chicken larb flavor, or what I assume is the chicken. I mean, I can taste chicken. The fish sauce probably represents as the umami flavor, kind of a salty, briny flavor. But I definitely give it points for uniqueness. Try one more. It's almost too salty, but it's not salt. But it is spicy. What did it say the spice was? I don't see anything in here that says saltiness. So it must just be something in the chicken larb flavor. Because it just says chicken larb is a salad of ground chicken tossed with salty fish sauce. So yeah, something in there is coming across spicy to me. trying to tell on here. I don't know. I don't know what would be spicy in that. But, okay, so this is good, but it's not my favorite. But it's great for originality. Okay, I don't want this stuff to fall off. Well, it'll be interesting to see what everybody thinks of that. All right, next is a Jack and Jill Cremo Choco Plus Caramel. Crumbly shortbread cookies with a caramel. Are you a caramel or a caramel? Center. When it comes to celebrating the New Year in Thailand, nothing is more traditional than calamay, a sticky caramel made from sugar and coconut milk. In fact, the treat is so popular that it finds its way into other desserts throughout the year. Case in point, these crunchy cookies layered with caramel and chocolate. Sweet, oh, case in point. I'm not reading this correctly. Sweet, chewy, and crumbly. They bring the New Year spirit into everyday snacking. So my nose is starting to run from all of this spice. Okay, so this is super tiny. So I'm gonna have to be, I may have to cut this. Yeah, there's only 2 cookies in here, but they look like this. Well, that looks good. Okay. So I'm just eating a quarter of it. Just tastes like a shortbread with some chocolate on it. I don't get the caramel at all. So that's kind of boring compared to all the other things we've been trying. It's good, but it's so we'll give it a 2. Oh, and then we've got the same thing, only Oreo style. All right, Jack and Jill Fun O Cookies and Cream. Chocolatey sandwich cookies with a creamy filling. The more cultures mingle with one another, the more they affect things like cuisine. But even when something seems familiar, there's always a little something to cater to its local taste. From pizza with sweet mayo. Interesting. That's another way I could use mayo, sweet mayo on pizza. To corn pies on the McDonald's menu. Why don't we have corn pies on our McDonald's menu? Even definitively Western foods. Okay, hang on. Sorry. Even definitively Western foods get a cultural makeover, and that's exactly how these sandwich cookies happened. They may look familiar, but the cocoa cookies are a bit darker, the filling a bit smoother, and crumbled up cookie pieces throughout the whole thing. Okay, note to all of you, when trying all this, your throat will start doing weird things. Okay, scissors. Let me see, are there 6 in here? I think there's 6, so I can eat half of one. Or, because it looks like they're crumpled, okay, put that back in there. So it's crumpled like sometimes Oreos are. So I'm just going to eat half of this. But yeah, there's cookie. It's not a solid white center. It's got cookie crumbs mixed in. Okay. My palate is not refined enough. This just tastes like an Oreo to me. So their effort of putting cookies in the cream is kind of lost when you're chewing up the cookie with it. Maybe if you split them, like, you know, pull the top off and lick out the center, then you would notice, I guess, but that just tastes like an Oreo. So I'll say give that a 2. So I think that was that was the last item. So these are my 2 favorites. And this one I'm going to give the win because it's unique. Or at least unique to me. I would never buy something. I might buy something like this at a gas station, but I would never buy something like this. So this one takes the win for this box. So thank you so much for traveling to Thailand with me and bearing with me while I equated it to Taiwanese, which is totally different. But thanks for investing your time with me in watching this video, and for liking and commenting and subscribing and all of that stuff. I really appreciate it. So wherever you are, whenever you are, I hope you're having a great day. And until we meet again, take care of yourself. Bye.